Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back, ladies and gents. Today's kind of the first day of summer, I would say. We're but a stone's throw from June. In one image I can see two big bus.com buses on the far side, Abbey side of the square. And here's another one. On top of that, the bus-renowned gastronomic buses now have 3 vehicles plying their trade in London, the highest they've ever had. In other words, happy, lucky tourists. Multiple choice they've got. Which bus shall I take? Where shall I go? Shall I eat on board? Shall I pay for a tour or shall I just pay for a meal? Shall I pay for both? Very, very spoiled, actually. London is definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, folks, one of the best places to spend the summer, except when it's too hot. Now guess what? It's not too hot today. It's just past 37 minutes past 11, give or take. Beautiful blue skies. I mean, everything is kind of exploding in the light. Look at this. Is that beautiful or what? Oh yes, very much so. So much so that I'm going to risk death by walking in front of this very large vehicle before the light changes green. Yep, sometimes, guys, you just got to go for it. Oh, hold on, am I going to get my phone snatched by these homies? I hope not. Nope, the one in the yellow jacket just said to his friend, that's London City Walks. If we grab his phone, he might put us on his YouTube channel. I mean, I probably wouldn't, to be honest, because they'd have the footage, but there we are. We've definitely got something going on in Parliament Square today. I'm not going to head over there simply because I want to maximise our horsey time. Oh, we've got a pink bus. What on earth is going on, folks? White Fox. No idea what that is. Film, fashion brand, no idea. The faithful phone box. Now, to the best of my knowledge, it's been what? Possibly a week? Maybe even 2 since we were last here. We've got one tourist desperately trying to push the box over so it hits the wall. And her, hopefully, fully comprehensive insurance will cover the repairs. Or maybe not. Now, temperature-wise, folks, it is a very balmy, would you believe, 25 degrees. Yes, it's 25 degrees. Oh. Who are they after? Possibly scammers on the bridge, possibly somebody dressed as a guard. No idea. Unmarked vehicle heading to Horse Guards. What could it be? I don't know. Gosh, it's really active, folks, outside today. And you can see why. I mean, what a view, eh? What a view. Somebody has hung their stuff here and forgotten about it. Which is a little unfortunate. Yeah. Taking healing to the nations. Either that or they were arrested and forgot to ask permission to pick it up. I think one thing we're going to have to deal with today is all the tourists. Oh, so they might finally be ready to reopen the subterranean lavatory. Lucky tourists, folks, if they do. I mean, yours truly is going to try and christen it, but we'll have to see. I mean, to be honest, folks, going back, they told us that would be open before Easter. It's just a toilet. I mean, it's been closed for these 6 months. Oh, you scared the life out of me then.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Kathy from Maiponga, South Australia. Hoping to see you.
I mean, I'm running actually a little bit earlier than I thought today, but I'm trying to get there to see which horses they have now before the changeover at noon. Is it busy there?
No.
No? It's actually not too busy so far. Okay, I mean, that's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
What did you think when you saw it yourself with your own eyes for the first time?
Good. I was disappointed that we still haven't got the foot guards.
Yeah, I know. I regard that as being pretty much a dead certainty for the foreseeable future.
Really?
Yeah, not one person I've spoken to has got any hope that there'll be a return anytime soon. So, pity, no? Yeah, I know. But it is what it is.
It's one way to come to not see it.
Exactly, all the way around the world, guys. You even get to see the gatesman and the jitsman. Take it easy. Thanks a lot, yeah? Oh, wow, that's really nice, folks. Wow. I mean, it's actually good that I'm a bit earlier, to be honest, because normally I'm running a teeny bit later than right now. If I had been later, I would have missed the lovely viewers. Is it a fashion shoot? In fact, he looks more like the model than she does. I don't get people taking like shots in these kind of murky areas. It's very badly lit. It's kind of like, what's the point? Then they walk a little bit further, get to Parliament Square, and suddenly realise, oh, there are 10 better spots. This area is going to be super active tomorrow, folks. Tomorrow is officially the first day of military season. We have the Major General's Review at Horseguardsparade tomorrow evening. Pretty sure it's in the evening, around 7 o'clock or something, give or take. Anyway, details are on the Trooping the Colour website. So Major General's Review tomorrow, Colonel's Review next week, and then the third and final event is, of course, Trooping the Colour itself, the King's Birthday Parade, which I believe is on the 15th. It's got to be on the 15th. Tomorrow's the 1st, so next week will be the 8th, week after 15th. Yeah. Still got a lot of barriering left out. Hold on, I'm not going to get squished outside Downing Street. Let's go a different way, folks, instead. It'll be a bit easier. Now, it's my first time out since Wednesday. I'm kind of excited to see who's on. Troopers, that is. Because given the way things are now with boxes and people being hyper cautious generally, not overwhelming, but generally hyper cautious about getting in the box or getting shouted at, hell of a lot in terms of what the video will turn out like comes down to which troopers are on a particular day. Now, I can kind of just about remember a couple of the lifeguards that we had here on Wednesday before they left. Actually, no, sorry, it would have been Monday and Tuesday, wouldn't it? They left Wednesday morning. So Monday and Tuesday. And we had the Blues Wednesday to about 30 minutes ago. And now we've got a Lifeguard Weekend. I can't actually remember. I know there are 2 bank holidays this month, but I can't remember when the first one is. It's likely next weekend, I'm thinking, actually. With the second one toward the end of the month. Now, I mentioned 25 degrees. It's pretty hot. So I'm quite surprised by the lovely Australians' take on horse guards not being that busy. I mean, it only gets super busy around sort of noonish. Like noon, half noon, 12:45 is kind of the typical peak. It's like a bit of a Bitcoin run, and then it quickly dies off when they all walk away, or that little rush is over and people move their money into USDC. Yeah, we'll get to the other gloomy tunnel, folks. What on earth? If this is quiet, then I don't know what busy is. Maybe it's an optical illusion. Let's wait till we're actually out the front. Damn, it's tour group's already out and about, much earlier than usual. To be honest, we'll notice that as it gets warmer, because nobody in their right mind wants to be walking around in any kind of group tour at, like, I don't know, 1 p.m, 2 p.m. Oh, first group shots. Okay, so we've got the trooper who actually did make an appearance in yesterday's 21 shouts, or 21 times the guard had to let rip video. Yeah, he was only in it once, actually. Some of the guards were in it multiple times, but this particular guard, this lifeguard trooper, definitely made an appearance. Now, curiously enough, the other horse at the other end, I thought for a minute there might have actually been no horse at the other end. Are you a quitter already? But no. He's kind of sticking his head around the box a teeny bit. Let's have a little look. Some of you did complain massively that I didn't move around enough on Wednesday, which, to be honest, guys, is fair. However, as I've said, sometimes if there's a guard that doesn't want or like to be filmed, or perhaps more importantly, a guard that we know doesn't say anything regardless of what happens, I think is actually smart sometimes to avoid those situations. Oh, so bro is wearing his pajamas. I've forgotten the Russian word for pajamas, annoying enough, folks. The troopers pulled their horse way back for some reason. Yeah, definitely possible Eastern Ukrainian, actually Russian speaker, but definitely speaking Russian. But I've forgotten actually. I've got the word rubashki in my mind, but I'm pretty sure that's the word for shirt. Rubashka's a shirt. Yeah, I forgot, folks. I think I need to ask. Maybe he's trying to get in, but the trouble is other people are already waiting. Look, it's a bit of a squish around, look, to fit in. Insert yourself into the gap and hope that the others move out the way. Easier said than done. A trooper, who is somewhat red-faced, has pulled the horse way back, and I can't say I blame him. It's certainly pretty sticky, folks, today. I think he can move a little bit that way. I'm not convinced. If he does, he's going to get shouted at. Sorry. Multiple. Ignore me. Don't worry. It's all good. Multiple people actually at some still photography today. So that's what we've got at the front here, folks. It's yeah, mad, to be honest. If this is quiet, then my goodness me. I don't know what it's going to be like when we hit the time after the guard change. However, and this is key, there being a lot of people milling around doesn't necessarily equal interaction. We saw that on Wednesday, massively so. Oh, that kind of kit he's got there actually with the device on top. He could be a poor expert. I didn't mean like, you know, lacking wealth. I mean as in he can zoom in and count the open pores on the guard's face, or indeed mine. Now, the curious thing, given how many people are here, is that the regimental changeover is already finished. I mean, this looks like a proper hectic, full-on summer morning, does it not, guys? I'm very, very, very intrigued as to which two troopers will get taking over in a few minutes. Now, moving around, being able to sort of, you know, quickly zip in between different groups is not going to be as easy today as it was on Wednesday, I can tell you that, just because of the numbers and how everyone's moving. Oh, oh no, oh. Wait, hold on, folks. Did we really just see the guards try and boot the kid? Or am I imagining it? Wow. I mean, oh, he's back. That was quite extraordinary. I saw that he bent over and was trying to say to the kid close to his face, like, get out of the box, and the kid wasn't listening. It's for his own safety. He was right next to the horse's legs. But goodness, that would be quite surprising if what I think I saw just happen actually happened. I'll reserve judgment on that until I've actually looked at the footage, because that could well be a first. Not just for the channel, but for me personally. Horse, pretty sure it's Zorba, folks. I mean, looking at that blaze. Oh, we're back to the sneezing. That achoo, coughing and sneezing. I mean, I'm seeing no airborne whatever today. However, I do have water at the ready if needed. Okay, nice little straw boater over there on the left. And Chanel bag on the right. Which, to be honest, would be better closed than hanging open. Pickpocket will have something like that in 2 seconds. I'm not sure whether or not you need to be completely crazy or just unaware of the dangers of carrying around a bag of that value here in Central, folks. That's mad. People would actually grab the whole bag, not just the contents. Oh, on the left, the lady's asking if she can put money in the boot. Trooper said, nope, it's not enough. Come back when you got at least 500 quid, or don't waste my time. Fair's fair. I personally think the donation minimum amount should be raised to £1,000. Either bring on your A game or stay at home. What do we think, folks? I don't think there's such a thing as too much money for the guard. I wonder actually if somebody brought along a briefcase and opened it up and it had like £1 million in cash in it and asked the guard if he could have it, whether the guard would actually say no. He'd probably think it's a joke though, to be fair. Unless it was the governor of the Bank of England and the Prime Minister. Oh, what on earth? Dressed up for a night out, look at this. Definitely the best dressed tourist of the day there, 100%. In fact, the best overdressed tourist of the day, I think is a better way to describe her. I'm not even sure what that is. Is it like a skirt or is it some sort of pantaloons with flowers? It's a little bit like the guards' breeches, the guards' pantaloons. Black silk version. I can't actually see who the photographer is. It's like a pro photo shoot to me. I mean, fur in this weather. Ooh. Fur and a silk, I don't know, whatever it is, pantaloon, skirt, whatever. That's a bit heavy, folks, especially black in colour. Oh, now they're all pushing in. They're saying sorry because the girl behind was there first. Okay, who's next? Little Miss Denim, straight in from Dallas, Texas, people. Ta-da. Actually, to be fair, this trooper's pulled the short straw because this end, where I'm standing, and bear in mind the trooper's also out of the box in the sunshine, is really, really, really warm. I'd say we're not far off 30 degrees at the moment here. I can feel it on my arms. Here we go. Oh, goodness me. So this trooper, who, as I mentioned, did feature in yesterday's video, is going to be in the next compilation. I'll try and do one every few weeks, guys, because it's a bit of a sort of a snowball thing, you know. There was one with about 10 shouts. Then I started adding little clips, and I realised yesterday we were at 21. So possibly every time we hit 10 more, like, you know, 30, 40, whatever, we'll post the video. It'll always have probably will always have the newer clips at the beginning of the video, going back to the old ones. We build up a kind of rolling library then of all those key get out of the box, get out of my personal space moments. Okay, the orderly, folks, don't recognise that orderly. New orderly, maybe? Actually, hold on a second. It's the trooper. No, it's not. I was thinking he looks like the extremely gaunt blues trooper that we saw here on Wednesday, but obviously that's not him because this is the lifeguards. Now, am I going the yard? Flipping hell, of course not. There are way too many people already in the yard. Plus, it's more fun out here, folks. I mean, it will be depending on what sort of numbers we get. Old troopers in the yard as well. If you can see with this stick, folks, close to the archway. Black leather jacket. Here's another one. That's 2, 3. Again, I'm sure, in fact, that's the. Looking at her, I would actually wager that might well be the same Belarusian group, not the same people, by the way, the same guide with that group that we saw 2 weeks ago, because they always have exactly, and it's quite unique, the same earpiece and headset. Now, a lot of the groups do utilise their headsets for auto-translation of whatever's being said to them as they walk around, but their headsets are particularly unusual. I'm pretty sure it's the Belarusian or ex-Soviet state group, let's put it that way. Côte d'Azur. Again, the beautiful moment in yesterday's 21 Times video was when the Belarusian guy in glasses had the headset on, was shouted at. In fact, the guard even tried to boot him out the box, and he just stood there like, duh. Absolutely no clue what was going on. A lot of people were dressing up in black today, which I'm finding mind-bogglingly curious because it's just flipping boiling. Is it better to go with light colours, or even better, like a chalky white, like moi? That, excuse me, wasn't for me, but I thought it was actually, because I'm in the background of their picture. Curiously, people still flooding. We've got one tour group over there. Recognise the Santa Claus-looking tour guide in that corner, and the line all the way back to the corner under the lamp is absolutely chocky-wock. I can see at least 2 tour group leaders on this side, so it's going to be pretty active, folks. But, and this is the reason I like it so much, when this changeover in the yard is finished, the flood is going to be pretty mad. Police dealing with crowd control today. Behind the bollards, I mean, actually, you know what, I need to take a step forward, folks, otherwise, wait, let's zoom ourselves back out. Otherwise we're going to look like we're in the box. This gen right now is in the box, but it's a bit active, so let's see. They're still going forward for pictures, even though the soldier just told them, look, the officer, sorry, just told them. Careful, you keep caught on here. Sorry, you're going to hurt yourself. Just be careful. Flipping hell. Guys, you know it's tourist season proper. That was me trying to hold the camera and then just like pushing and shoving, and it got caught on one lady's bag. There's like a little kind of knob at the bottom of the thing. Got caught in a rucksack. She was like trying to walk down the street with the kit attached to it. It's mind-boggling when there are this many people here and they're kind of pushing through. However, it's not intentional. This is one main reason why I decided to move from a large and bulky rucksack to something a lot smaller. Because when you're trying to squeeze through the gaps among the tourists and the crowds, you don't realise that the kit kind of gets stuck and pulls on other people's kit. So it's like, I'm just glad that wasn't an angry Italian man then. Otherwise, he would definitely have said something to me. Remember Colin style. Incidentally, Colin, if you are watching this video, I haven't seen you here today, I've got your tea towel in my bag, which is where I'll leave it for the next couple of weeks. He's still telling them, the officer, look, he's still telling them, because his patience is running out pretty quick. And to be honest, can we blame him? Of course we can't blame him. Why? Because he's in the ride. I mean, look, at this end they're still coming up and getting pictures. It's mad. And if we look over to this side, look at that. It goes all the way along. There's, I don't know, like 200 people on my left. I think this is going to be the biggest flood out of the yard we've seen since the new year. Wait for it. Oh God, here we go. She's like, shall I edge closer? À droite. Nope, I can't see any twats. The police are getting jogger, bro. I thought he was going to walk through the yard. To be honest, folks, this is why they really need a couple more officers. They need 2 to be right out the front here, standing in the middle there, like when we have VIPs, as a visual deterrent. Because it isn't so much the case that tourists are always disrespectful, it's more often not the case they don't realise what's going on. Because if you're standing where I'm standing, and you just turn up here, you've got no flipping clue there's a guard change in progress. We can just about spot it, can't we? See what I mean? Optically, it's not exactly highly visible. Now, we've got here a hen party. Look, there's the bride. One second, let's zoom in a teeny bit. Look.